God says, this wealthy man is passing on his power of attorney into your name because you do not know that he is your blood. Open this message today, or he will give everything away to someone else. Listen closely. If you scroll away now, you may walk right past the breakthrough you have cried for in the dark. You may miss the miracle you begged for on your knees. You may lose the blessing I placed right in front of you, hidden behind what looked like coincidence. This is not a time to delay. Stay with me till the very end. I am not just telling you something, I am revealing what has been hidden for far too long. If you believe I brought this to you for a reason, comment Amen now to affirm your faith. You have no idea who's been watching over you in the background. You've walked through storms thinking you were abandoned. You've carried burdens thinking no one cared. But I was there. I watched over you when you cried silently. I kept record of your tears when no one noticed. And now, a moment of great shifting is before you. There is a man blessed with great wealth and influence, whose heart has been stirred by my spirit. He is connected to you by blood, even if you do not know his name. He carries a secret burden that has been pressing against his heart to pass on all he has into hands that are pure, faithful, and chosen. That person is you, but the window is short. If you turn away from this calling, the inheritance will be given elsewhere. He is not just transferring documents, he is transferring responsibility. He is giving you authority. But you must open your heart to receive. This is not about money alone. This is about purpose. This is about restoring what was lost in your family line, what was stolen generations ago. I am the God who remembers bloodlines. I am the God who restores what time tried to erase. Comment 1111 if you believe this was meant for you. You didn't stumble here by accident. I guided you here because the world has tried to convince you that you were overlooked. You've been counted out. You've been told that blessings like this happen for others, but not for people like you. But I say, today, I have reversed the verdict. Where man said, denied, I say, approved. Where doors slammed shut, I am now holding one wide open. This wealthy man has seen visions, dreams in the night, names and faces that he doesn't understand. I whispered your name into his spirit. I showed him your face. Though you've never met, your spirits are tied by my plan. This is why you've felt pulled to something you couldn't explain. This is why restlessness has lived in your soul lately. I was waking you up. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not lost. You are loved. You are not cursed. You are covered. What is coming for you is not just a change, it's a divine realignment. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Documents are being rewritten. Records are being updated. The assignment is shifting. If you trust this, comment 222 right now. Do not be afraid. I have gone before you. I have seen every injustice, every loss, every delay, and I have prepared this moment as an answer to prayers you forgot you prayed. Do you remember the night you asked me to give you a sign that I hadn't left you? Do you remember asking me for proof that something good would still happen in your life? This is that sign. Now is not the time to question your worth. You were chosen from the beginning. You were born with oil on your life. The enemy tried to strip your confidence, but I kept your purpose protected. The reason you didn't break is because your name is still tied to the promise. And now, what was hidden is being revealed. He is not just a wealthy man. He is family. He carries the legacy that once belonged to your ancestors. Somewhere in your lineage, a connection was broken, land was lost, names were changed, truth was buried. But I have unearthed it. I have stirred it awake, and I have placed it in motion for you to receive. This is your season of restoration. I do not play with your time. I do not tease your hopes. I send clarity, not confusion. What is being offered to you is real, and you must move with faith. Delay is dangerous in this moment. The enemy would love for you to scroll past this, to forget it, to explain it away. But deep down, your spirit knows this is different. This isn't a random message, it is a divine appointment. The transfer is not just of wealth, but of honor, of covering, of identity. You were meant to carry something great, and now the time has come to receive it. Remember what I said in Isaiah 43-19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am not waiting on the world's permission. I am doing something that only I can do. I am rewriting your story in front of everyone who said it was over. Like this video, if something in your spirit says this is for you, let that be your agreement with me. Do not look at your current circumstances. What you see today is not the final chapter. I am the author, and I have turned the page. I am writing a breakthrough that you cannot earn through effort alone. You must receive it through faith. Let your heart remain open and your hands ready. The inheritance is more than you expected. This wealthy man, stirred by my spirit, will not wait forever. The clock is moving. He is preparing to make the final decision. If you ignore the voice of God now, the opportunity will pass. But if you say yes, if you trust me, I will show you miracles you never imagined. You may be wondering, why you? Why now? Because you've endured what others couldn't survive. Because you've praised me even when it hurt. Because you've carried me in your heart while others ran after the world. I reward the faithful. I uplift the humble, and I restore the forgotten. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Your life is about to shift so drastically that even your enemies will be speechless. They won't understand how the tides turned in your favor, but you will know. You will know it was my hand. You will know that I remembered you when everyone else forgot. Do not fear the change. Embrace it. This is not punishment. It is preparation. You are being moved from survival into overflow, from borrowed into owned, from empty into filled, from overlooked into appointed. You have waited long enough. I did not forget what I promised you. I did not ignore the prayers you whispered when no one was watching. I heard every cry, every sigh, every silent word you spoke in the night. I saw what you had to endure when others had help. I watched you walk through fire with no one beside you, and still you didn't let go of me. That is why this moment belongs to you. This transfer is not random. It is redemption. A redemption of all the years that felt wasted, all the seasons that felt pointless. Every time you looked at your life and asked, what was the reason for all this pain? I am answering now not with words, but with restoration. The wealthy man is not just giving away his wealth. He is obeying my command to return to you what has always been yours in the spirit. The blood that runs through his veins was never meant to be separate from yours. You are tied by design. It's not about earthly contracts, it's about divine covenants. What was disconnected is now being reconnected. You were hidden because it wasn't yet time. But now, I am lifting the veil. Comment 333 to declare your faith. The battle you fought wasn't just about struggle, it was about identity. The enemy tried to make you forget who you are. He tried to convince you that you are ordinary, that you were meant to just survive. But you were born to reign. You were born to carry legacy. That's why you've always felt different, even in rooms where you looked the same as everyone else. That's why you've always sensed something greater, even when your surroundings looked small. I have kept you covered for this moment. I did not let your light go out. I protected your name, even when you didn't know you were being discussed. You think no one saw you, but I saw you, and I moved hearts because of you. I have been aligning people, places, and decisions behind the scenes for a long time. Now, it all begins to unfold. You feel it, don't you? That shift in the atmosphere, that quiet stirring inside you. That isn't anxiety, that is me waking up what the world tried to numb. You are coming alive again, not just emotionally, but spiritually. You are remembering what it feels like to hope. That's not an accident. That's evidence. My spirit is breathing on your story again. Comment 555 if you feel this was written for you. The wealthy man is nearing the end of his decision. He will not wait long. He's looking for confirmation, for a sign, for a signal. I told him to wait until I reveal the one who is chosen. That person is you. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to chase or beg. You only need to believe. Faith is the only key that unlocks this door. You are not reading this by chance. I ordered this encounter. It was written into your life before you were even born. I knew the exact day, the exact time, and the exact state your heart would be in when you saw this. And even if you don't feel ready, I have declared that you are. Not because of your strength, but because of my grace. This blessing will come with responsibility. That's why I prepared your heart first. I wanted your character to grow before your title changed. Now, I can trust you. I can release this level of influence because you know where your help comes from. You won't forget me when the wealth arrives. You won't abandon me when the doors open. You will carry me into every space, and I will bless everything you touch. This is more than an opportunity, it is an invitation. I am inviting you into a new era of your life, a time where you don't just survive but build, a time where you don't just dream but create, a time where you don't just speak faith but live it boldly. I have chosen you for such a time as this. Comment 1212 if your heart feels the truth in this. You are about to see how fast I can turn things around. The very place where you were once dismissed will now become the place where you are celebrated. The same hands that pushed you away will have to watch me lift you up. But this isn't about revenge. This is about glory. My glory. The kind that cannot be denied. They will ask, how did this happen so fast? And you will answer, it was God. You won't need to justify or explain. Your life will be the testimony. Your story will be the evidence. And your obedience will be the reason. Because even when you felt tired, you still believed. Even when you had no support, you still stood. That is what I bless. Do not let fear steal this from you. The enemy is whispering lies, trying to confuse you. But I need you to listen to my voice now more than ever. You are being positioned. You are being prepared. And the final confirmation is close. You don't have to understand how it will all unfold. You just have to say, yes. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Let your yes be louder than your doubts. Let your faith be stronger than your fear. I am the same God who parted seas, who raised the dead, who multiplied loaves. Do you really think I can't open one door for you? I am not limited by paperwork. I am not bound by laws. I am the God who overrides protocol for my children. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what is already yours. It was delayed, not denied. And now I am releasing what has been waiting. You will not have to strive for this. You will walk into it with peace, the kind of peace that confirms, my presence is with you. Stay ready, stay open. The next few days will bring unexpected signs. You may receive calls, dreams, conversations, or moments that don't make sense at first. But when they come, remember this word. Remember that I warned you because I wanted you prepared. This isn't a coincidence. It's a covenant. I see the weight you've been carrying. I see the years you spent wondering why nothing seemed to shift, no matter how hard you tried. You questioned if you were cursed. You wondered if the promises were only for others. But I want you to hear me clearly now. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. I was developing roots before revealing fruit. There are things you prayed for that required more than readiness, they required alignment. And I have been aligning what you could not see. I placed the right people in the right places. I moved hearts that you could not reach. I stirred up things in this wealthy man's life that caused him to look inward and remember the missing piece, you. You don't need to chase this. It's already being delivered to you. All I ask is that you stay faithful, even now. Stay open, stay believing. Because when I bring it to you, it won't make sense to others. They'll say you didn't earn it. But I don't bless by the world's logic. I bless by my promise. Comment 777 if you are ready for what I'm about to release. This man's heart is softening. He is being drawn towards something that doesn't feel rational to him, but it feels right. That's my doing. I am confirming you in his spirit. I am opening his eyes to the truth that was buried for too long. He won't understand why, but he will obey. Because when I call someone to bless my child, I do not allow resistance to stand in the way. The clock is moving. The papers are being reviewed. His hand is hovering above the signature line, waiting only for peace, and I am about to give it. But I need your agreement. I need your spirit to say, yes, Lord, I receive this. Because this isn't just about one man's decision. It's about your faith catching up with my timing. Don't let doubt rob you of what's already yours. You've seen people step into miracles and wondered when it would be your turn. This is it. But faith is the bridge. You can't walk into this carrying disbelief. You can't second guess the gift and expect to hold it fully. Trust me, even if it doesn't make sense yet. I'm not offering you a fantasy. I am revealing the fulfillment of a spiritual inheritance that was spoken over your life before you were even born. Long before money was involved, I declared you blessed. Long before legal titles, I called you mine. There were people before you who were supposed to carry this mantle, but they let go. They strayed. They abandoned the call. And I preserved it for someone who would honor it. That someone is you. Comment 999 if your heart is still open to receive this. Look around you. The pressure you've been feeling lately. The strange tension in your spirit. The divine discomfort that's not confusion. That's confirmation. I'm stretching you, not to hurt you, but to make room for what's coming. You can't fit the new thing in the old mindset. So I'm breaking off fear. I'm removing small thinking. I'm expanding your capacity to hold what I'm about to give. I did not lead you this far to drop you now. I am not the God who leaves halfway through the miracle. I finish what I start. The world may abandon you. People may change their mind, but I am constant. If I began the work, I will complete it. This blessing will not fall through. This promise will not return void. My word will stand. I want you to begin preparing. Prepare your heart. Prepare your home. Prepare your mindset. Because when the call comes, it will come quickly. The change will be sudden. You won't have time to doubt it. You'll have to move when I say move. So let your spirit be ready. You don't need to convince anyone else. This is your confirmation. This is your clarity. Not everyone will understand how you got here. That's okay. They weren't supposed to. They didn't see the tears. They didn't feel the warfare. But I did. And I count every tear as seed. Now, the harvest is coming. And don't be surprised when the very people who mocked you now want to connect with you. Don't be shaken when those who once ignored you now look to you for guidance. That's what favor does. It shifts the atmosphere. It redefines how people see you. And it reminds everyone watching that I am still God. This transfer is not just material, it's spiritual. It carries authority. It carries healing. It carries legacy. And I have chosen you to steward it. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too inexperienced. What you lack, I will fill. What you don't know, I will teach. What you fear, I will calm. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This wealthy man has no idea how significant his obedience will be. When he signs that paper, chains will break. Generational pain will be healed. You will not only receive resources, you will walk in restoration. This is what I do. I restore what was lost. I return what was stolen. I revive what seemed dead. There are angels assigned to this moment. You don't see them, but they are working. They are clearing paths, blocking sabotage, protecting this transition. No enemy will interfere. No voice will confuse. No delay will destroy. What I have spoken will come to pass. You are about to step into a chapter that feels like redemption, because that's exactly what it is. This is the turnaround you've waited for. This is the moment that rewrites your story. The moment that makes sense of your struggle. The moment that proves I was working all along. I am proud of how you held on. I am moved by how you trusted me. You didn't have perfect faith, but you had real faith. And that's what I honor. I don't need you to be flawless. I need you to be faithful. And you were. Now, stay expectant. Stay believing. Because the final shift is happening. The pen is in his hand. The angels are standing by. And I am watching over every detail. Nothing will be missed. Nothing will be lost. Nothing will be late. I have seen the doubts rising in your heart, and I want you to hear me now. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Fear wants to rob you of what is already making its way into your life. But faith will carry you into the promise. You don't need to understand every detail. You just need to believe that I am still the same God who opens doors no man can shut. Right now, there is a spiritual release happening. Things are being put in motion that have been stuck for years. Legalities are shifting, hearts are softening, paths are opening, and I am the one making it all happen. You may not see it yet, but the evidence will follow. You will not have to force it. You will not have to strive. What is will not have to strive. What is yours is being drawn to you now. You cried out for proof that I was still working. You asked me in quiet moments, God, are you even listening? Yes, I heard every word. And now I'm showing you, not just in dreams, but in reality, in actual, tangible ways. This transfer of authority is more than a legal action. It is a divine appointment written into your story since the beginning. Comment 1010 if you believe. God says, this wealthy man is passing on his power of attorney into your name because you do not know that he is your blood. Open this message today, or he will give everything away to someone else. Listen closely. If you scroll away now, you may walk right past the breakthrough you have cried for in the dark. You may miss the miracle you begged for on your knees. You may lose the blessing I placed right in front